It's not just restart. I got to like rewire. I got to redo it.
This Batman's effed up.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Here goes. The thing starts and... Oh, we're on the wrong tab. What are we? We are Monday Show. There it is. All right, here we go. In 3... There we go. 3, 2, 1. It's a Monday, and we're here to do Monday things.
What were you talking about?
See, that seems louder, doesn't it?
It does. It's really loud.
It's not, though.
Yeah.
And then you seem normal or
audio
low.
system is wonky.
Yeah, I got to fix it. I got a mixer issue or something. I don't know what's
something's
going on.
borked.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Monday Show. I'm Scott
Welcome.
Johnson. That's Carter Johnson, and we're here. For now, you have my last name.
Yeah, we are here.
For now.
And I have your last name.
I'm going to tell you, okay, two things could happen. Carter could get married and pick another person's name.
Yeah.
Or
just change my name.
she could just willy-nilly run off to the courthouse and say,
expensive.
I'm now called Vampire Weekend, and that's what you call me.
It's like $300 or something now.
100, I thought.
I think it's more.
Is it more?
I think it's more unless you're getting married or I don't know. There's a bunch of rules.
Do you think it's that's a money-making enterprise for local and state government to...
Oh, possibly. I haven't thought about that.
Because when your sister got changed from Taylor
to
with
Taylor
an I to Taylor with a Y, that cost us about $60.
How do you feel? What are your thoughts on the idea that women never have their own last names in U.S. at least?
Well, is it less prevalent in other places?
Well, like in Iceland, women. You know how there's like John's son is son of John.
Yeah.
They keep that up in Iceland.
Yeah.
But part of that is that women are doter, so it's like.
Oh, I hate how that sounds.
Svensdotter is like their last name.
Svensdotter?
It's Dottir, I think. It's
But
daughter.
But if they were doing that here, they'd say daughter.
Yeah.
So Sven's daughter or John's daughter.
Yeah, which is just a name. No, but it's always women. So it's never men's name's daughter.
Yeah.
So it's always like.
We'd get used to it. It's like anything.
It would be like Carter's daughter would be my daughter.
Yeah.
But my son would be my husband's name son.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So if we did that here, I would be Kim's daughter or Kimberly's daughter.
Kim's daughter is nice.
Kim's daughter is nice.
Kim's daughter.
Kim's daughter.
Where is Carter Kim's daughter?
But then Nick would be Scottson.
Wait. Oh yeah, Scottson. You'd be Scottson. Okay, but what if your name is I guess Peterson's already there. What if your name is I can't think of a good one.
Jacob.
Jacobson?
Jacobson?
Oh, there is a Jacobson.
Yeah. That's where all these names come from.
Right. It's just mostly the dudes and then surnames and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be fine with it. You could come home and say, I'm Butterfly McGee now. That's what you all need to call me.
And you'd call me Butterfly
I'd say,
McGee?
Fine. I'll call you Butt for short.
Buddy.
I'll call you Butter.
Butters.
Butters.
I appreciate that. That's very nice.
I'm walking around with my best friend. Sorry.
Those are good Butters. Those are good impressions.
It's not the best Butters. So anyway, we're here. We got no mom this week. Well, my mom's around, but your mom is not. We should call my mom. You know, it'd be fun to do on the show.
Yeah.
Call my mom. Should we call her real quick to see if she's there?
I don't know. I don't know how well that'll go.
You don't think?
We can.
Maybe that would drive her and her friends to, we should all listen. And I'm like, no.
Bad idea.
Don't listen to it.
Bad idea.
You'll hear us spell
word
wrong.
Just words wrong.
Yeah, let's not get specific. But no, she's in Minnesota, the Twin Cities, stuck right there between St. Paul and
Minnesota.
What's the other one? St. Paul and Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
And Min-Min, and it was 85 degrees there today.
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
Lovely. It was like 50 here.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be flipped.
Yeah.
They should be around 50 and getting colder very quickly. We should be 75.
Do you think maybe it's the all the storms and stuff happening on like the east
some of that
east
still?
South Coast area?
Could be.
Like it's wonking up the weather.
High pressure, low pressure.
Yeah.
Mid pressure.
I mean, we have snow in the mountains all of a sudden.
Yeah. How do you
which
like
is
that?
insane for an October.
We ought to go up there.
We should.
I mean, not me and you.
No, we'll die.
No, we'll not survive. We'll get lost.
But we should go up there at some point.
There's strength in numbers if you want to survive the mountains. But anyway, she's gone for a week. Well, she left Saturday, so she's back next Saturday.
Yeah, so she'll be gone for a week.
Sometime early in the morning, I think. I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, I think she does fly out in the morning.
Oh,
I talked to her today about it.
I have so much to prep for. I have 2 shows that day.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how I'm going to do it. You better drive out there to the airport.
Yep. Better do it without my license or any kind of
You
proper.
have your state ID.
That's not a license.
Just flash it to the cop. Just
Be
go.
like, see?
See, look, I'm legal. Bye.
Bye, drive
And then
away.
just pull off.
Terrible
They
idea.
don't mind that. They,
No, yeah.
They like that when people do that.
They actually approve fully of that.
100%. So anyways,
Anyways,
we're here alone and it's fine. It's
We're
all right.
surviving.
We're surviving. The dogs are fine. Everything lives.
the dogs get extra stupid when mom leaves,
Because she's the alpha dog.
and it's the worst.
She's the alpha.
Rainer's been such a little butthole for no reason.
She's just old and confused.
She keeps coming down here, which she never used to go downstairs. Now she's all downstairs.
And she ninjas down here.
yeah, she's quiet.
She came down here earlier and she just slowly eaten a pit chip I dropped, and that's the only way I knew. I was
She's
like, what
so
the
quiet.
frick? 'Cause she's black.
I walked down and it was dark in the living room, and you know that bean bag on the other side of the room from the door?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The big one. Brown one.
I suddenly just see like a flash of eyes back there because the lights were off, and it scared the hell out of me.
Ugh.
It was her being a creep.
That's hella scary.
Yeah.
And then Ripley's just stupid.
Yep. That's normal though.
Yeah. And then Boomer is fine, but when Boomer gets excited,
Her hype is insane.
it's weird.
It's so weird.
It's like a lead weight with claws.
Well, because we don't know what breed she is. So all the things she does is probably some breed characteristic, right?
We think there's some chow. We think there's some,
She has some kind of herding dog in her because she tries to herd the children.
not the Doge. What's the dog with not chow? What am I thinking of?
Oh,
There's some.
I can't think of what it's
Anyway,
called.
she's
She's got a lot of breeds
Heinz
in her.
57. She's got 50 different breeds.
We should
in
get
her.
one of those dog tests on her.
I don't know how you do that.
I think it's just online, and then you like send them a swab or something.
You don't have to stick something up their hooter.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Although who knows if those things are accurate?
I don't know how they work. It's like 23andMe. I don't understand any
Yeah,
of it.
but for dog.
You know what? That's the one thing. I'm sure that there's scientific roots to how that 23andMe thing works.
Yeah.
And I've got relatives who've all done it, and they all seem to be accurate, but they're also just sort of like exactly what we thought they were.
Yeah.
Except Tara, where
Except
it
for
says she was
Tara.
from
She was
Vietnam.
Vietnamese instead of Korean, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
we thought she was from Korea. It says she's from Vietnam.
She was from Korea, technically.
Well, we got her from there.
Yeah.
But that's like saying the hat I picked up at Goodwill came from American Eagle, you know. Well,
I mean,
originally,
yeah,
yes.
technically, yes. You'd look at the label and go, yeah, it's an American Eagle hat.
Not to compare her to, cloth items. But my point is, what is my point?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if I just don't know if I trust it.
Oh, yeah.
It feels scammy.
I just don't know. And I don't really care.
It's like, here's my blood. Here's some really very personal information about me.
Yeah.
Here you go. Take it. Now do your little business and then come back and say, oh, he's from somewhere the Scandinavian deal because look how white he is.
Look how white he is.
But now we have his information forever. I
Yeah.
don't know. It just feels weird.
I think a lot of people who don't know where they're from or have like adopted kids and stuff like that, I think this is a cool thing that they can do if they want to feel that
Yeah.
Attachment to that ancestry. But
Sure.
I don't care.
You don't care who your ancestors are?
No, not even a little.
I think you might one day. It's interesting at some points in your life where you're like, maybe it's when you get older, but you're just like, well, who was here? But like we know my dad was related to Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
And Eli Whitney, which is an
Which is
amazing
pretty
thing
wild.
because on the one hand, one of them emancipated slaves. And on the other hand, the dude created the cotton gin, which created higher rates of slavery.
Yes.
Because it automated the system.
Yeah.
And so I always liked that. It was a fun thing to know, right?
It's fun fact kind of thing.
But in my mom's case, there's nothing cool going on there. It's just like, hey, you're white. What's going on?
I just don't. I have no. We used to do those ancestry things because the church we were going to was it was all about ancestry and where all that stuff was, right? Genealogy. And so we found out that on your dad's side, there's a bunch of sirs. There's a bunch of knights.
Yeah, it's got knights that go way back.
Yeah.
My mom's side just isn't remarkable. Just Nazis and fascists.
But I also just don't.
I love how you just skipped over me saying that.
Took me a second to realize. I just don't care it's not that I don't care about that stuff. I just don't. It doesn't affect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to find out that, I don't know, we have ancestors who were cavemen. And I'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
What does that mean for me now?
It means very little.
It means very little. There's especially kids who don't know their biological heritage at all.
Yeah.
There's certain diseases or certain like hereditary issues you can have that would probably be really useful for.
Yeah.
But we don't have that. You
Did
know,
you know that
like I have
disease and-
access to my grandparents, and that's mostly enough for that stuff.
Well, right, because they're still here.
Yeah.
But when they're gone, I don't know. It's interesting, but I'm with you that it's not like end all be all. It's like,
Yeah, I don't need to know.
Yeah, like, but someday way down the road, somebody's gonna go, oh, there was this Carter Johnson in my line who drew cartoons and
Was unemployed in her 27th year. You know?
I don't know how they would know that. I guess there'd be records, right?
I guess. I don't really know.
I don't know. You never think about it at the time you're living. But I was thinking about this today.
I do like, wait, really quick though. I do like thinking about how someone's life was, not in the broad scheme, but like, I'll think like, oh, our ancestor from 100 years ago, what was he doing day to day?
Yes, the broad scheme.
You know what I mean? Like, what drinks did he enjoy? What did he read?
Well,
Was he fascinated by bugs?
He lived the ripe old age of 32, and he enjoyed a cigar and a...
That 100 years ago is not that long ago.
No, but people were dying in their... I guess
It was the mid-20s.
Yeah, so it was about 50s, though.
Yeah. I mean, probably a little older.
I'd statistically be dead.
Maybe.
Probably.
I don't really know.
You'd be well over half your life already.
I don't think the average age expectancy was...
It was pretty low. Here, we can
50.
look. We can learn it up. Look it up.
1924.
So 1920s life expectancy. Let's find out together on the internet. A connected series of computers across the world. All right, here we go. From 1850 to 2011. Let's take a look at that.
All right.
Let's go all the way back to you said 20s, right?
Yeah.
1921 to 1931.
Okay.
Oh my.
What was it?
40 looked like I was gonna swear. 47 years. That's it. That was
it?
the average. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a low average. Isn't the current average like 70 something?
1850 was 40.
Wow, that's crazy.
Median age in the 40s, 67.29. However, that jump from 49 to 51 to 72, and I think it's because the war ended and people quit dying at a steady rate.
That'll do it.
Let's see, in 1990, 79.4. Let's jump to the year you were born, 97, 79.9. We're pushing the 80s.
Oh.
The
Well,
octogenarians.
what's the current one?
The current one, hold on one moment, please. Oh, I don't have a current one, although I'm sure I can find it. But this goes to 2011. By 2011, it dropped a little, 78.2.
Yeah. I know we've had a couple dips because of things like COVID and
Yeah, that makes it.
There's always dips.
But there's also ones that spring forward. Okay. Life expectancy today. All right. So in the year 2024, the year of our Lord, here it is.
Yep.
By country. I just want to see ours because, we're very self-centered here in the States.
It's all about us.
The whole world's in the 70s unless you're in a really weird place and it drops.
Who has the best life expectancy?
Nigeria's still at 54. They need to less scams, more age. Let's see. I can't find USA. Would it be under United States or something else? America? No, US. There it is. United Kingdom. No, that's not it. Oh, this is listed by number one. Number one is Hong Kong, 85.63.
Yeah, I know.
Average.
Hong Kong's a big one for
Japan
long
right
age.
up there with them. South Korea right up there with them.
Yep.
French Polynesia, 84.19. Switzerland, 84.09. Okay, so now we scroll
These are all
down.
places that are like, I mean, not all of them are chill, but a lot of them are like way more relaxed in general.
The United States currently hovering.
Got good food too.
Big chunk of us are right here. Taiwan, Costa Rica, let's see, United Kingdom, we're all hovering between 79.3 and 81.
Okay.
So it's pretty high compared to historically what things were. The lowest is Nigeria at 54. Chad. Anybody named Chad, 55. All Chads die at 55.
All Chads die at 55.
But also it's an average. So there are people who live to be 100 in these places.
Yeah, of course.
Even though
it's just average.
Yeah, but people don't understand that when you say
And it gets dragged down by lots of different numbers.
Right. I think our overall diet here in the States drags our number down lower
I was going
than
to say,
it could be.
the food is a big one. Probably.
I could be totally wrong.
The microplastics.
And males are less. So the sexes, so Hong Kong 85.63 combined, but if you look at female and male, female 88.26 average,
Yeah.
Male, 82.97. Women always live longer.
Always.
Are you excited about that?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel
You're
about
going to
that.
be a doddering old...
That's why there's more widows than widowers.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because the widows live.
I think part of that is women are better at being alive.
Wait, I will need additional information. I require additional information for what you just said. What does that mean? They're better at being alive.
I don't often see women going to ERs with exploded hands during the 4th of July.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Now, that's a good point. How many... I know people have blown their hands off with fireworks.
Yeah.
None of them.
I don't know a single woman. And the funny thing is, I know women who play with fireworks in the same way.
Yeah.
I think they're just smarter about it.
That's interesting. So you guys take better care of yourselves. You're in less risky situations.
We do take better care of ourselves.
Because these averages include things like, me and Jerry got drunk Friday and drove our cars into a wall.
I think sports can play a little bit of a role in it too.
Yeah.
Way more men play football, which can affect your life expectancy versus, I don't know.
Zoe makes a good point. Women are more likely to go to the doctor if they have problems.
That's true, although we are less likely to be listened to.
Yeah, but it's still averages better for you.
Yes.
Here's what's funny.
We're more willing to ask for help with that stuff.
Here's the truth. Right now, I could have a severe pain in this shoulder out of nowhere, and I would be like, just ride it out. I'd rub it.
Did you know women have like an extremely high rate of death and untreated heart attacks?
Yeah.
Because heart attacks are different in women than men.
It feels different.
It's not just, my left arm went numb. It's like completely different.
Your uterus flops out and runs away like a Xeno. Oh, do you know what they call we'll get to Romulus in a second, but that hybrid in Romulus, they call
runners?
it a Xenoman.
I don't like that.
I don't either, dude.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like it at all.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, that was a fun little detour.
But you know what I mean? Like, women just tend to.
I would roll around
be
going
better at that stuff.
All night and then finally go, I guess you better take me in. Whereas a woman, my wife, Kim, would go 10 minutes in and go, yeah, something's up.
Something's
we gotta
wrong.
go in. And
Also,
I don't know why that is. I'm like a little kid who thinks if he closes his eyes, nobody can see him. I do that sometimes
do
with
you want
real
to know
life stuff.
another theory
What?
I have?
What?
I just thought of this. Men have a weird, not all, obviously, I'm generalizing, but often men have a weird obsession with eating meat. And that includes you.
Wait, obsession. Describe that. What do you mean?
Meaning, if I offered you a meal and said, this is vegetarian, you would add bacon to it.
If I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Well, no, I'd try it first.
I mean, it's a stereotype, but the whole like women eating salads and men eating steaks probably has something to do with the life expectancy.
Yeah, but don't you think that there's some also genetic inclination toward protein-based diets from the men because of their potential for muscle mass? Because it is different genetically.
I have doubts. I think it's cultural, and I think you guys are weird.
Well, I don't think we're not weird. I think we're weird. But
Yeah.
Women. Oh, that's the other thing. Women didn't traditionally go to war.
That's true.
And they still way less now than.
Also true. Way less
even
now.
though there's a lot more women in armed forces. They don't go very often. Women are more likely to eat fish and chicken rather than red meat, says Zoe.
That's what I mean. Like, you have this funny thing about, I'm a man and I eat red meat.
Except Zoe. Her name is Zoe Brings Bacon.
Yeah, but still.
She talks about bacon constantly and posts little
doesn't say
pictures
she
of bacon.
eats bacon. It just says she brings the bacon.
Pretty sure she eats the bacon. Anyway. Yeah, this is just all a reminder that I'm a floundering piece of garbage. I got to get in shape.
I also, the whole paleo's good for you because it's what the cavemen eat.
Yeah.
Cavemen were living to 15 years old. Let's be fair.
Well, yeah, because they got chased and eaten by mastodons and stuff.
Yeah, I also
or whatever.
I'm just saying I don't think their diets were necessarily helping them. Also, there's a bunch of studies and stuff that show contents of old stomachs somehow. I don't really understand that part, but they've found that people who we consider were of that time of cavemen were eating way more
at the time,
berries and fish and greens.
At the time of cavemen.
Caveman times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because how are you getting that much meat,
This is very zoologically accurate information that we're sharing.
Everything I say is correct, and no one better argue with me.
Here's the thing, though. If when we were in our earliest evolution millions of years ago, it does make sense that the diet we had access to and evolved with would be the one that would be better for us, right? So it would be better for me to eat tons of green tons of berries,
But
tons of
also-
nuts, tons of red meat because that was the thing you
Yeah.
subsisted on.
I also wonder though if like the whole like red meat thing and like because you have to kill an animal to get red meat essentially, right?
Not always.
So the cost.
You never heard of roadkill? You just pull over and go, look at that.
The point is, if cavemen, the cost of like catching and killing something
Yeah.
probably was higher in terms of energy, potential lives lost, all that stuff, than just going out and finding a salad, you know?
Yeah,
Berries and fish and things that don't fight back.
that's true. But you know what's annoying about anxiety? It's a holdover from when we had to be watching out for like tigers and stuff.
Yeah. The tiger's going to get you.
And we still think
But there is no
we
tiger.
have no outlet
and
for
it's
it.
stressful.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's why sometimes whenever you're anxious, it helps to just like run in a circle for a minute or just like
Do you do that?
freak out a little. Like if you ever never had like a physical freak out,
I've yelled into a pillow before.
like that stuff helps because your body is trying to find an outlet to an invisible tiger.
My pillow was not happy.
Ew. All right.
It didn't consent to me yelling into it. So
Anyway, that was
feel
a
like there was
huge
trouble.
tangent. I don't even know where we started.
Gigantic tangent. Now let's swing over to this tangent. We started with Mom is gone and we're surviving. I could see how that would turn into all
Yeah,
that.
it turned into survival mode stuff.
It's all fine though. She's fine. Whatever. Everyone's fine. We talk to her every day. Everything's good. Oh yeah, chat's right. Jan in the chats makes a good point. He's in not Iceland. What's wrong with me?
Finland?
And I don't know what they eat there. Mostly fish and raw salt or something. I don't know what they do.
Just fermented things.
Yeah. But they're not great on this list. They're pretty low. Anyway, what was my point?
All right.
He brought that up. He said, what did he say?
Do you think warmer or colder places have a
Oh,
longer lifespan?
because in video games, when I play scary video games, that's like an outlet where I freak out and scream.
yeah.
So maybe that's
Maybe that's good.
actually good for me.
No, I sleep better when I scream.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wait.
Like if I play scary games.
Like
Or-
the other night when you played Space People? What's it called?
Lethal Company.
Lethal Company, and then you got all
When I
freaked out?
scream really hard in that game,
Yeah.
I sleep like a baby.
I should do that more. Maybe that's a thing to do.
I mean, there's like scream therapy and stuff. It's got to be something.
Screamatherapy?
Screamatherapy.
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 Screamotherapy.
Screamotherapy.
Screamotherapy. Anyway,
Why are you taking out?
I don't know why. I
understand.
don't know what I'm doing. Hey, it's Halloween, so this week we're going to Carter and I are going to try to catch up on that last season of What We Do in the Shadows before the new season hits.
Yes.
So I think tonight even we're going to get some episodes going.
Yeah, because
Although I
mom
have to-
mom hasn't watched it, so we always have to find a time when mom's not around to watch it, so she's not like left out.
It's not that she wouldn't want to. She
hasn't.
we just don't.
But and we're
for some
already on
reason,
season
yeah,
5
we're on,
now.
Well, yeah, because 6 is
six
the
is the-
last.
yeah.
Which is crazy.
That's insane.
6 years of this.
I
Where did
know.
that go?
How did this happen?
Before pre-pandemic.
Pre Ripley.
Wait. Yeah, pre-Ripley.
Ripley's only 4.
Pre-babies.
Pre babies.
No Van,
Wait,
no Phoebe.
no Van.
He came out in 2019.
Oh my gosh,
His premiere was 2019.
that's crazy.
Dude.
We should just be telling time by life events instead of numbers.
Okay. I took a dump at 4. What do you call that? Not really. It's only 4:27. I've been here the whole time. I took a dump
I hope
right
you
here.
didn't take a dump at 4. Oh man.
Mom's not gonna want to clean up when she gets home. Anyway, so we're gonna watch that. I'm very excited. It feels like the right time to do it.
Yeah.
And I've been watching horror movies and reading a horror book,
Horror.
so I'm really in the mood.
You are in the mood.
Yeah.
I've been playing some horror games, which have been really good. And we watched Romulus.
Oh yeah, Romulus. You guys want to hear about this?
So we finally got it. We got it like super last second.
Well, so okay, a couple things happened. It came out the night we needed to see it for sure because
It was on Apple to pay for it.
yeah, they had it. Yeah, digital was available that day. Also, a few friends of mine had procured me versions of it. One of which was not a good version because you could see a dude sit
It
down
was
in
a
movie
theater
theater.
version.
Yeah, it was one of those. I was like, oh, it's the least favorite kind of piracy. And our goal was just to we needed to squeeze this thing in before
Alicia left.
Alicia left. So we got lucky that day. We got it.
Yep. It was the day
Watched
before she
it.
left.
She watched it that night before she flew
Mm-hmm.
out. You guys really liked it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Romulus is awesome.
It is within, because my order still stands mostly, but I think I'd put it before 3. So I think it'd be 1, 2, Romulus, and then 3.
See, you have a weird list. Mine goes 2 and 1 swap places all the time. But right now it's 2, 1, and this is just theatrical, not those stupid extended cuts that suck. Because they're not director's cuts.
I don't know what
they're money grabs from the studios. It's not good.
Sure.
Some people like them, I don't. Anyway, I go 2, 1. Very close, though. They may as well be in the same seat.
2, 1.
Romulus.
Yep.
Prometheus. Covenant. 3, 4.
I'm fascinated that you put Prometheus and Covenant before 3.
Oh, easy.
Huh.
And I like 3.
That's so interesting.
I like 4, so don't get me wrong. This is not a list of like great to terrible. This is, I like them all.
Yeah.
That's just how I would line them up.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I think I have more baggage for 3 than you do, and I'm jealous of that because we went through it. We lived through it when that came out.
Yeah.
You got to see it in this rapid succession. You got the story beforehand. You
I like that
knew.
we all agree that 4's not good.
No, 4's, it's fun. I like 4.
It's stupid and great, but it also just felt a little like spoiler alert for how old this movie is. Bringing Ripley back was a weird choice.
Yeah, it was.
And it didn't work.
It's like having an extra thumb on your hand. You just don't need it.
It just felt like a studio money grabby, like, we got to do another one.
Oh, 100%.
And so I don't know.
Came out the year you were born. Isn't that weird?
That's super weird.
I know.
I hate that.
It doesn't feel that old, though. Like, when you watch it, does it feel that old?
No, it did not. Well, except for the CGI.
Because I was born in 60. Yeah.
It was rough.
I was born in 3's way worse, though.
That's true.
CG in 3 is horrendous.
Rough. But
4,
I love that
4
movie,
is
though.
reasonable. It's okay for its time. But when I saw, what was I trying to say?
I will say,
if I saw a movie that came out the year I was born, I would 100% go, this thing is so old.
but it's not that old.
But 97 till now, we're kind of at the top of a curve
Think
a
of
little
the
bit.
difference between 69 and 97. Almost 30 years. That's film changed a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be, oh, that's weird. That would be me now. Because me and Mom married 30 years. That would be,
Yeah.
like if I was married as long as 97, I would have been married in 69.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Isn't that gross?
I don't like it.
It's freaky.
Which is close to when my parents were married.
Actually, it would be 2000. The year 2000.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because it's almost 30.
Because 69.
Because you're 30 years older than Nick.
Exactly, almost.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
Not
we don't
a
share
little
birthday.
less.
Little less.
A couple months less. But
Anyway, Romulus. Awesome.
Romulus. I loved it. You know what I really liked about it?
What?
It felt like
Don't spoil anything.
nothing. No spoilers. But the CGI in it felt like what the first movies intended to do, but didn't have the ability because it was in 1979.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they use practical where they could, not
So it just felt really solid and cool. But I'm just saying,
except one CGI element,
yeah.
which could have been better because I know there are apps
No,
on
there's
my phone that do
technology,
this better.
but yeah,
I don't understand.
It was kind of
It might be that thing you're talking about where animators don't get paid enough, so they kind of half-ass it.
Yeah,
Something about that
or it was
off.
last minute-y, or like something was
Yeah.
weird.
But also, somebody made a point to me. They said, and if you've seen the movie, you know what we're talking about. If you haven't, you have no idea.
Yeah, no spoilers.
But somebody said to me, well, no, that would spoil it.
Don't spoil.
If they'd have here, I'm going to say it off the mic.
Just tell. No, because they can hear my mic. Just tell me later.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
There's ways they could have solved it and still maybe kept the impact of what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Ultimately, though, I still liked. Once you just kind of put that to bed in your head, to me, it's like Rogue One.
It was
little bit.
minor.
Rogue One's one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
It rivals the originals. For
I
me.
love Rogue One.
Love Rogue One, but Rogue One's got some of that problem at the end where they recreate some faces and stuff.
But
and
that
you
was
go,
also an unneeded scene. It was separate.
It was, but what I'm saying is I forgive the movie for it because I like it that much, and
But
the
I feel
same
like
goes here.
because it was so unessential, you could literally just not watch that scene at the end, and then it's still the same movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My beef with this one is it could have been anybody. It didn't have to be what it was.
I know.
It's fine though.
It's fine.
I actually kind
It
of
was
love
really
that it
good.
is, but if you're going to do that, you really
You
have
should have
to
done
do
it
it
better.
Yeah, you got to go all the way,
Yeah.
or just get somebody else.
But yeah,
No big deal.
in general though, the aliens looked so good. The freaking, what did you call it? Xenoman?
oh yeah,
Worst thing I've ever seen on screen.
No spoilers, but
If
yeah,
I'm going
Xenoman.
if I'm gonna rank
Which
just,
one scared
just
you the
the
most?
creatures. Just the like what each xenomorph version.
Yeah, because there's a bunch.
He's number one.
He's number one for you?
He's so scary.
And he's practical, which makes it
horrifying.
Worse. So much worse when
Oh,
you
and
know he's real.
the way he moves.
Yeah. And at the end with his,
No, not.
But he has a little change purse down there in his crotch. Do you notice that?
Yeah,
It's
the
a
little cross.
It's like, oh, I have a penny. Hold on. Pull it out.
Looked like a. What is the thing in the DeLorean?
It looks like the flux
shape
capacitor
of the flux
back
capacitor,
there.
Yeah.
Wait, how's that look? I look
It's
like I'm
like-
boarding off vampires.
It's like this, and then on top is one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think we can make it with our hands.
There.
Kind of. Anyway.
We just flashed a gang sign. It's going to get us killed.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, yeah, Romulus. And then next is Predator, I think.
Yep, we're going to start on the Predator movie.
Some people think that we should go Predator, Predator 2.
What, like we should watch all of them just straight, like
Yeah,
we
and
did
I
with
think it's a
Alien.
mistake. 2 maybe's fine.
I'm down for bad movies.
2
I like bad movies.
I know, but I'm not even saying 2 is bad. 2 just doesn't. I don't know.
Just nothing.
I just don't think 2's worthy of what the sandwich is. The bread's amazing in that series.
Yeah.
Amazing bread.
That's what I'm saying.
Predator to Prey, amazing. Prey is incredible.
you know-
Everything in between is just like give or take.
Yeah. Maybe with that in mind, we watch them all straight.
Yeah. Maybe we'll watch them straight or gay. We don't care how you
Yeah,
do it.
whatever.
You guys do what you want.
Do what you will.
Live your life. Live your best story.
I hated how you said that.
I don't
know.
like it
that
either.
was so
It
uncomfortable.
was awful. Let's talk now about tomorrow. I have to go to lunch with an old. I don't have to. I'm willingly going to lunch with an old high
You're
school
going to
buddy
lunch?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not just lunch. It's with somebody I haven't seen very often.
Mm-hmm.
Back in high school and junior high, me and this dude, his name is Mark, hung around all the time.
Yeah.
Like all.
I've
the
heard
time.
about Mark.
Yeah. Always
I've
on the
heard
bus.
stories.
Always running. He was with me the night. You know the ice balls that we threw at that guy's
Yeah.
car, and he chased us. We locked ourselves in a church, and
Yeah.
he hunted us like the Predator.
Yeah.
It was
That
scary.
was with him?
That's still the scariest thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Oh,
You've been
yeah.
shot at with a
but
shotgun.
It was less scary for some reason. I think it's because I was a kid, and I thought that guy was going to kill us.
I guess.
Like
That is pretty
it
disturbing.
was like that movie Don't Breathe.
There were people who were literally trying to kill you.
Yeah,
and that's more
true.
scary.
But this friend and I, we've been through tons of stuff together. We were both artists at the time, always going to art classes and doing
Yeah.
art stuff. And longtime listeners of ELR will remember him from a couple of guest spots back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, we just don't see each other very often
Like you do.
because it's life and
'Cause life.
we're old and we do
Yeah.
other stuff. So we decided we're going to go get Mexican tomorrow at La
Mexican
Hacienda, which is Mexican for the Hacienda or the house.
I don't know. What is Hacienda?
I think it's a house, isn't it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Chat, pull out your Spanish.
Isn't Casa house?
Oh, right. Mi casa. It's not mi hacienda, you hacienda.
It might be another word for it. I don't know.
Chat, do you guys know? Casa is house.
Yeah.
So what is
What is Hacienda?
hacienda, Rainbow Bright?
You
She's
could
got
Google
casa.
it.
Yeah, I don't. Not in the mood. Bigger house, says Robert.
Is that true?
I don't know. It could be. Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Is like an estate.
Google Translate.
So it is like a.
Okay, so it's a larger, fancier house.
So it's like a whole.
like a ranch.
Yeah, like a ranch.
Hacienda meaning. Okay, hacienda meaning. Here, well, you want to hear this?
It's like the house with the.
Hacienda.
Shite, that was
Oh,
so
wow.
loud.
Hacienda.
See, I got to fix that.
Hacienda.
It's not loud to them. It's just loud to us.
It's so
Hacienda.
loud.
Anyway, a large estate in Spanish-speaking regions. The house of the owner of such estate. The house of the owner of such an estate. The house of the owner of such an estate.
So the hacienda is the ranch house, the house that is on the ranch,
Yeah, it's the fancy
but it's the fancy pants, big
boss
old
man.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the one in charge of the drugs. And then it
Okay.
says a large estate where work of any kind is done. Agriculture, manufacturing, mining, raising of animals, cultivating a farm.
So it's a big old house, is what it is.
Yeah, and they also it implies other things like family, multiple generations. So this hacienda place we're going to, they better have good food. Is all I'm saying. If you're going to tell me you're the estate
You're
of
the
Mexican
estate?
restaurants, anyway, we're doing that tomorrow, and I don't
Lovely.
know. I don't know. I'm not like.
I want Mexican food. Damn it! Why
Do you?
did you do this to me?
Oh, I would have the worst
That sounds
heartburn right now.
delicious.
I can't. I'm not eating for the rest of the day because I'll have heartburn if I do. If I don't.
I'm gonna order Mexican
Don't
food.
do it.
I'm gonna do it.
On whose card will you?
Yours?
No.
No.
Yours. You still have pizza you didn't finish
Hey,
in the fridge.
hey.
And also, we're behind on Drawtober. Bad.
Oh my gosh, we're so behind.
How close are
But
we even to
people
being
in
current?
People in the Discord have been doing such awesome ones. Even Hakito, who we were talking about earlier.
Oh, was he in there? I didn't see
Yeah, he just posted today.
that.
He did like a 3D rendering. It's so cute.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a ghost sculpted in Nomad. Here,
I
you guys
love
wanna
that it's
see?
a 3D rendering too. I think he
Here.
was worried about it not being like a drawn thing, but it's great.
It's like a ghost of a dolphin, kind of. He's got those smooth dolphin features.
I know he's supposed to be confused, but does anyone know? There's a scene in SpongeBob where SpongeBob is dancing and he like is doing this with his arms.
No memory.
It
of
kind of
that.
looks like that.
I have no memory of that. I believe you.
It's where he's dancing with the jellyfish.
You see what Claire did?
What did Claire do?
This Viking on
Oh yeah, I did.
that butt.
Viking.
What is going on with that butt?
He's a biker. He's got
Biker butt?
Good butt.
He's got biker butt.
Biker butt.
I mean, that is a badonkadonk. Look at that thing.
Badonkadonk. Goodness gracious.
All right, so we're behind. Where did we last do stuff? As usual, Dust Bonnie is just killing us.
Oh yeah.
Making us all look bad. But
Just
in a good
great.
way, Dust Bonnie. Don't quit.
No,
We
I love
love
it.
your work. It's amazing.
Everyone who's been doing it, like, it brings me such joy.
Let's see. What did we do last? We did. Most Annoying Monsters, my last one. Viking on a Bike. Monster
think-
Trap. Angry Full Moon. That's
was
when we did
mine?
it. So we're way behind by days. We got to get caught up.
The people who've stuck with it pretty consistently, like Trickster and Dust Bonnie, and
Mm-hmm.
I think everyone's a little behind because it's hard.
It's a busy time of year.
I
Everybody's got
am
stuff
behind
going
on everything, and I'm trying very hard not to burn myself out
Yeah.
because if I burn myself out, then it'll get worse.
And then it's not fun.
So I'm trying to balance a little,
Yeah.
but it's hard.
I'm with you. It's hard. I don't like it either.
My last one was Most Annoying Monster,
Well,
which was a while ago.
we did it on stream. Maybe we'll do
Yeah,
another
but
one.
we were already late when we did it on stream.
That's true. Okay, we got some messages. You want to hear those now?
I would love to hear your messages.
Okay, how about this one? Monday show. I'm one of those people that has yet to get COVID. Just about everyone around me has had it at some point. During the triple threat holiday season, I got the flu and the other big one, but not COVID.
Wow.
It has been brought to my attention I may be naturally immune. Did I win the genetics lottery, says anonymous person.
Probably.
I mean, I don't know how that works.
I have had COVID once, and it was horrible, and I still have breathing problems from it.
Well, maybe the next one it'll reset it.
I hope to never get it again.
I still have brain fog from my second one.
Reinfections are supposed to be worse, too.
What, after you get...
Like, the more you get it, the worse it is for you.
Well, my second bout was way easier than the first one.
Yeah, but
way easier.
But also, you have more problems from this one than your last one.
That's true.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
more like the long-running symptoms.
Yeah, I've got more...
And I don't need my breathing to get worse.
I definitely have... The brain fog thing really stuck this time. Last time, I didn't even feel it.
See, I had brain fog for almost a year when I first got it, mine.
COVID sucks. You stupid virus.
Stupid
Not
virus.
only does it get in your body and F you up, it also is so socially divisive.
Yeah.
I hate everything around
No,
it.
the fact that it's like a politically charged subject is
I hate
stupid.
it. Hate it so much. All right, here's
We're
one.
living in a dystopia, man.
We are. Dystopia Man. What are his powers?
Just being a real bummer.
Cool. Tyler from Boise, Idaho, just north of us.
Yeah.
They're our hat.
Boise.
For the Monday show. So, y'all, I'm still behind, but I hear the episode where Carter was talking about the Ren Fair. We went to the Ren Fair in Boise and saw this guy dressed as a predator. Oh, fun that we're talking about
yeah.
Predator today. Picture attached. Loved it. Next year, we might wear a TVA jacket to the Ren Fair. See Loki Season 1, Episode 2. Tyler
I
from
haven't
Boise.
watched Loki.
You should watch Loki.
watched Loki.
How has Alicia allowed you not to watch Loki?
I don't want Loki.
Here you go, guys. Take a look at this.
Alicia's watched Loki.
Here, so you can see it too.
What are you doing?
I was going to give you this image. I guess you can see it over here.
It's really far away.
Can you see it?
Kind of. Can you zoom in at all?
No. I mean, yes.
No.
Let me there.
Oh, there we go.
See?
That's cool. Wow, that's a nice
He's
headpiece.
got the dreads and everything.
I want armor for next time I go, like proper armor.
He's got a bit of a gut, but I mean that.
Are you body shaming people, Dad?
And he's wearing flip flops or
That's sandals.
sandals. What do you call those? Not sandals.
Sandals.
It is sandals, but there's a Birkenstocks. That's what I was looking for.
Birkenstocks.
Do you guys do?
Those aren't Birkenstocks.
It's like that.
Yeah,
right?
but I think the backs. I don't think they have back straps on Birkenstocks.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know
just-
things about
I
sandals.
just think a predator with a belly is a funny thing.
I'm always either in sneakers or barefoot.
He looks hot, and I don't mean sexy. I mean, like, it looks like
That
a sweaty-
predator looks hot.
He's a hot, sexy predator.
I will say, being in costume at the Ren Fair is a sweaty affair.
What do you mean?
It's just hot.
Just hot?
Because the sun's on you and you're
It's too bad they don't do it more
in full armor.
late October
Leather.
would be better, don't you think?
Yeah. Dude, I was telling my friends, if they did a winter Ren Fair, like I'm talking middle of winter, snow everywhere,
You'd go to that?
I would love that.
Because you're a weirdo.
I have good coats. I have cool coats
Yeah.
that would work.
You're weird, though. You don't mind cold and
I love
snow.
the cold.
Carter grew up in the
prefer
cold.
it.
She lives in the cold. I'm a desert rat.
You are a desert rat. Both of us are mountain people, though.
Yeah, we like the mountains. I just like the desert mountains.
I like the chilly cold mountains.
Here's one from TMONSH. Wait, no, that's short for the Monday show. So they don't give their name.
Okay.
I don't know why they wrote it that way. TMONSH. But they're separated by caps.
The Monday show.
Yeah, but it's not. Why not just spell that out or just?
Oh.
Oh, you know what it is?
What?
They've taken TMS and then put lowercase for the ON and the H to like make it different than the morning stream. That's what it is.
Oh.
He says this. Have you ever tried increasing the playback of speed of audiobooks? Helps me stay focused. Yes, and it drove me crazy and I can't do it.
No, I actually pay less attention if it's faster because for some reason, I don't know why, but my brain is just like, oh, we don't need to listen to that because
Yeah.
it's over there.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's just really annoying to me, so it's not my thing.
Super weird.
Okay, this is for us as drawers, artistes.
Drawers.
Hugh Rawlson wrote in, says, "Hey, Scott and Carter, my partner and I recently joined an elusive club, that of a millennial homeowner. They're owners of homes
Lucky
now.
Jerk.
Now it's rare creatures. Now we have to decorate this place, and we need art. Unfortunately, it's hard for me to find art, but I'm sure it's not going to be AI-generated drivel.
Good.
I don't have the eye, or at least trust that I have the eye for that. Trust me, you'll know what it is. It's all bad. Slop.
I found the best way. I was telling you this the other day. The best way to detect AI art
Yep.
is to look at a thing, especially like more of a background, not the main subject, but like, like the hands or the clothes or whatever. Look at it and go, why would an artist have drawn this line or done this thing?
Yeah.
And if the answer is, why would they? That seems stupid and repetitive and pointless.
Yeah.
It's probably AI.
Yeah, and it's not always hands. Sometimes it's
No.
like, oh, there's a
Sometimes
there's
the
a cupboard in
fold
the
is a
back.
little bit wrong,
Yeah.
or
there's a cupboard in the back or a bookshelf, and you're like, why is that book bleed into the next book? Or why
Yeah.
is that one drawn upside down or whatever?
if you can't find a reason an artist would have done it, it probably is AI.
Yeah. He says, so far I have tried Etsy and DeviantArt, which I think is not what I thought it was. I should have paid.
No, don't go to DeviantArt.
He says I should have paid heed to the DeviantArt or the deviant part of the name, and I got overwhelmed, which makes the Gen AI radar work even less well. Should I do Twitter and Instagram, local art fairs? I'm in the Netherlands in case it matters. Thanks for the wonderful show, Hugh.
Art fairs are a great.
Yeah, I
idea.
like that.
Art fairs are awesome. We have a bunch in Salt Lake that, like, FanX is one of them, which is our Comic-Con. We have one that's called Craft Lake City.
Craft Lake City's really good.
Which is like
for
a
artists.
DIY festival thing, but a
Yeah.
lot of artists are there.
Yeah.
Go to local ones because you'll find really amazing local art.
Yeah. Also
Usually
depends
it's
what
not,
you're looking for.
It's
Like,
not that expensive.
what if I want a distant farm and then a bunch of waving grain and a sunset?
Then hire an artist.
Well, yeah, but you
if
know
you're
what
being
I mean.
real specific.
I mean, you can go to any gallery in town will have.
Yeah,
art to look at.
something. But yeah, local fairs are great.
Yeah.
I do also, if you do want something more online, being on like Instagram and stuff and finding artists, a lot of artists will have a store or something online.
I like Rainbow Bright says, Desiree says thrift store. That's interesting because I see a lot of people
Thrift
buying
store.
like ancient looking grandma art and
That's
then adding
true.
like a Star
Adding
Wars
stuff.
ad in the background or something
Yeah.
like that.
It just depends on what kind of art you want, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I say like support artists, find artists online and be like, oh, you have a store, I will buy your print.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't prompt AI to give you something. It'll all look bad.
But if you want like art
You'll
that's
regret
like
it.
a statue or something, I have no idea.
Yeah.
DI.
For those that want to write and say no, you won't regret it. I'm not.
store.
This isn't some. I'm not in some soapbox here. It's soulless. It's not
it's
cool.
poopy.
You hang that up, and I promise, even if you think it's cool that day, you're going to later go.
Well, every time I look at AI art, I'm just like, ugh. Like it just
I just
doesn't
don't
do
like it.
anything.
I know we're biased, but I'm telling you it's true.
It really doesn't do anything. And then I'll see something someone made and I'm like, wow. So that's the difference.
Here's Brian Dowd from Denver, Colorado.
Denver.
He says this: "Hi, Scott and Carter. Regarding you, or rather Scott's Predator opinions, I think Predator 2 is worth the watch." Well, we disagree there, Brian from Denver. I'd say that if you enjoy movies like Lethal Weapon, Bad Boys, and Die Hard, it's basically that kind of movie, and it also has a nod to the Alien franchise. That's true at the end. There's like a Easter egg. It basically just confirmed that they were in the same universe.
I want to watch I want to watch Alien vs. Predator.
You want to see the AVPs?
I want to see the AVPs so bad. But we have to watch
okay.
Predator first.
The first AVP is good, or passable. AVP 2 or AVP Requiem.
Yeah.
Garbage. Monster garbage.
Not even
poop.
like fun bad.
It's terrible.
Okay.
But maybe you and Alicia would have fun.
I like fun bad. As long as I can make fun of it the whole time, we're good.
He says it's not cinematic masterpiece. I agree. And it's a fun time. As for AVP, I agree that the first one is okay and worth a watch. He's agreeing with me here.
Yeah.
However, Requiem is awful on so many levels that you seriously won't miss a thing if you avoid it. Just my 2 cents. Yeah. I agree with you there, dude.
I think how we're going to do it is we're going to have to just watch all of the Predators in a row and not cast judgment yet, just like the Alien movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm a young, new look at things.
Yeah. I'm jealous of it. It's fun. I would be...
To go in a little blind.
Well, I've enjoyed watching it through fresh eyes, like being there with you guys as you're watching it. And I always think how fun it would be to just discover something like this later. And I don't have much of that. I've tried to see everything I ever wanted to see because I'm into it or it was the thing at the time. So there's nothing right now that I could say, oh, you know what it would be? It'd be like stuff from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Because I used to avoid that stuff thinking it was my grandma's entertainment. And why would I ever look at any of that?
Yeah.
Well, there's of course value in all of it, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get you.
So people like in our community, like Jeannie, she's big on classic film. I should probably get a list from her.
Classic film's fun, except you always have to keep in mind that it's of a time.
Yeah, but
and
why can't I do
stuff.
that? You're doing that with the 80s.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely a
There's
lot of that
there's
stuff
some
going
stuff
on.
going on.
Yeah.
You know what else I loved about Romulus?
Alien series, though, really, especially the
It's
really
its
good
own
stuff,
thing.
it really rises above that dated thing, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say about Romulus did something that neither Prometheus or Covenant did, and I really liked it, is they went back to the old, garbage, clunky, terrible technology.
Yeah.
You have to type into a terminal to get anything to happen.
Big chunky keys.
Big chunky keys, big ugly buttons everywhere.
Displays,
I love it.
Making crappy
It's my
sounds.
favorite.
Yeah, I like it too.
And I love the big, goofy doors that make no sense. Like, that stuff's great.
It's
but
retrofuturism.
It's retrofuturism, but kind of a dingy version of it.
Yeah.
Star Wars did it too. Honestly, this version of retrofuturism kind of spawned from the 70s.
Yeah, but the problem is, that's what I was going to say. This is where, back then, that was considered, sleek and modern.
I don't know, because in the 60s and earlier, retrofuturism was everything so shiny and clean and colorful, and it was still big buttons and stuff, but it was very like sleek.
That's a good point.
And then in the 70s they were like, oh, let's make it that thing, but also like make it really grimy and disgusting.
Where it crossed over was
like looked like someone made this because they had to, not because it was the design.
2001 Space Odyssey is a good crossover for that, because it's the shiny and nice, but it's also the clunky and clacky.
Yeah. I love a ship that looks like someone had to fix it and didn't have the right parts for it, but had to anyway. I love that.
Maybe we should watch 2001.
I haven't seen it.
68, I think. But it still looks so good.
That's crazy.
That movie, I don't know how it does it. And it's the kind of movie that is a little...
It's like junk futurism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is I love that. I love stories now about like space pirates, and they're all driving crappy ships.
Yeah, I love that.
The thing about Romulus, they really leaned into it.
Yes.
What was the name of their ship? Because Romulus was the station, but what was the station?
Their ship was, I don't remember. Did it have a name?
USS Dirtball. I don't know.
Dirtball. But my point is, the other two, Prometheus and Covenant, steered away. They went a little sleeker, especially with like the Prometheus ship was like fancy and future and everything shiny. And it wasn't all like perfect, but it was definitely a lot.
They had like cool scanners.
And their like map thing that was in the middle. And the chick's room, her whole room.
A little fancied up.
Super fancied up.
Yeah.
So I like that they went.
Room. Who you talking? You talking about Charlize Theron?
Charlize Theron.
Oh, okay.
My point is, I like that
That girl can't dodge. When there's a wheel coming at you,
She really
she
can't.
needs to learn
She just
how to
kept
dodge.
running.
The other girl did.
Got to roll.
Just roll that way. Don't go forward. Roll.
But yeah, I like that Romulus felt really close in relation to
Corbellin 4. Sorry. Thanks, Robert.
Corbellin 4. Oh.
Yeah, because at the end she says, "This is so and so, the only survivor of the Corbellin 4 signing out." I love that they ended it.
But
that
I
way.
like that. I like that it felt more like Ripley's time.
Oh yeah,
It all felt
it's
clunky.
wedged right between 1 and 2, so it's perfect.
Yeah, which was perfect. I love that they did that.
Yep.
They didn't try to make it too futury. I feel like in the early 2010s, all of a sudden movies were like, we're going to make it, it's in the past, but the technology's somehow better.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either
I'm not a
as
fan.
much. It's fine. It gets the job done.
It doesn't make sense.
But I do wish. I mean, here's the problem, though. Ridley Scott, who makes Covenant and Prometheus, who also made the original.
Yeah.
When he made the original, he was trying to make what he thought looked like the most
future.
futuristic, sleek thing.
sure.
So jump to the future, and he's still going to want to have that desire. He's not. He doesn't know that he helped create one of the greatest aesthetics of all time, retro sci-fi.
He should know that.
But he doesn't because he's old as dirt. He's 110 or something. I'm about to go see his new movie soon. Well, it's like a month away.
What's
but
new movies he have?
Gladiator 2.
Oh, right.
You ever seen Gladiator?
I have not. I've seen the very first part where he's touching the wheat. And that's it.
We should watch Gladiator, where he touches the wheat. That is such a stereotype of that thing. Man, that movie's good.
Yeah.
Carter.
I'll watch it. I'm not against any of these things.
How many nights till Mom gets home? We have too much to watch. All right, here's one. Scott, I know you and Carter have talked about jumping back into Alien Isolation. Do you all have a stream scheduled, or is this just going to be whenever? I just want to make sure I know when it is. We don't know yet, but yes.
We're trying to this week, but
I don't know when we're going to sneak
schedules.
in. I'm going to try. Friday I was thinking, but I have Raid Friday. I missed last week, so I have to be there.
Boo.
Mom gets home the next morning. Saturday night, maybe. But then I have Film Sec the next day. And play Retro because Brian's got something.
You need to just pick a time, and then we'll do that time.
I think I need to shave half my schedule off, which would really disappoint some people. I've created a monster.
You always create a monster. Every time.
I don't know how else to do it.
You keep adding, never taking
Even
away.
when I take something away, I add something in its place.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's ridiculous.
It's not good for me. I'm gonna die that way.
Point is, as soon as you figure out a time, we're playing Alien Isolation.
Okay. We want to play. I want to get in there and get that.
We should do it the week of Halloween at least.
Maybe on Halloween.
Maybe.
Yeah, the kids are going to be here.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Halloween's hard.
Here's another one. This is from, doesn't say.
Okay.
John, it says.
John.
Oh, no. Wait. Sorry.
Jonathan.
This is what it says. Hi, guys. On the Monday show last week, you were talking about how the name John, or about the name John. Don't forget to check out Robin Hood Men in Tights. Have you ever seen Robin Hood Men in Tights?
I feel like I have, but I'm not 100% sure.
You've seen some memes, I'm sure.
Does it have Sir Patrick Stewart at the end?
Yes.
Yes, I have seen
it. But that's a joke because in Robin Hood Men and Thieves or whatever Robin Hood King of Thieves.
Yeah.
Which
I haven't seen.
That was the Kevin Costner mega hit.
Yeah, so it's
that came out before this, and this is parodying that. At the end of that, Sean Connery showed up at the end in the form of King Richard.
Oh.
So in this one, the joke was, well, who's the fancy
who's your fancy actor?
Who's the stage actor going to be? It was Patrick Stewart.
I have seen that one.
And weirdly, it's more kingly and respectable than the previous
far more
one.
Kingly and respectable.
Yeah.
He's very British and aloof.
Why aren't we making a list of these movies? I don't even think Men in Tights is that great. It's okay.
I've seen it. So
you have seen it?
Yeah, I said I have seen it.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't know if you'd seen it.
No, I wasn't sure, but I know that because it's Patrick Stewart at the end. That's how I tell all the Robin Hoods apart. There's too many.
Or as he goes on social media, Sir Pat Stew.
Pat Stew.
Pat Stew.
Want some Pat Stew?
No, I don't want Pat Stew. That's erogenous, not erogenous. What is it when you can't tell if somebody's...
Androgynous?
Androgynous soup would be Pat Stew.
Pat Stew. Oh, because Pat.
Because Pat. It's a deep cut. Let's finish up where... Oh, you know what? We have more emails, but they're just coming in, so we'll save those for next time.
All right.
Because that's about it.
Yeah.
Why did Mark cancel my lunch?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Canceled lunch.
You need to talk to him.
The event has been canceled.
He may have just removed it.
Yeah, but he he set it up, and I called. I texted him earlier and said, "Hey, we're going, right? We're good." And yep, we're all good. And now it's canceled.
I don't know.
Oh shit, Stains.
You have to
All
text him.
I'll figure it out.
So on what was it? When did we go over to Taylor's house? What day was that?
When did we go
Thursday,
to Taylor's
Friday?
house? That was last. No, that was Friday because I couldn't raid. That's why I couldn't raid.
Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
So last Friday we did a hangout at Taylor's house for Phoebe's birthday, which was really fun.
Yeah.
But we played a game where we had to try to draw cartoons from our childhood /
that was so
your
fun.
young adulthood, because we're all younger than you. And it was really fun.
That's good.
We all
You're
played
younger
it.
than me.
It was really hilarious and great. But from that has spawned, me and Nick are going to stream tomorrow. We're going to do pretty much the same thing, kind of trying to draw
You're gonna play that
characters from
same-
memory.
Play that same game.
Yeah, but we're both going to draw and we're going to stream it on my channel.
Here's me
It'll
and
be
Nick
really fun.
laughing at each other. You won't be able to see this very well.
Yeah.
But this was during this game. So what you do is you go draw Mrs. Puff. She was one of them.
Yeah.
From SpongeBob.
But it's all from memory, so you can't look it up.
You can't look it up. You just have to think of what
You
it
just
was
have to
like.
remember what it is.
And so like this one that you can kind of see a piece of it on my page. That's supposed to be Arnold from Hey Arnold. It's not even close because I've
So
got it so
bad.
wrong. And that's Nick laughing at me.
We got Harold was really bad.
We were laughing so freaking hard.
It was so fun. So we're
total blast.
streaming that. I'm Miss Carter J on both YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in watching two siblings be idiots,
When are you doing it?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow afternoon. I'm not entirely sure the time yet. We're still figuring it out.
I'm excited for you.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So if anyone's interested in that,
Check it out. Also, support us on Patreon if you get a moment. We want to welcome Wayne Dixon and Joshua Peenansky. Peenaski.
P-Nasky.
I should probably not hesitate on Peen.
Peen.
Peen. I think it's Peenaski.
Peen.
Peen. We just say Peen over and over. No, Corey is not. Wayne Dixon and Joshua, they both joined us over at patreon.com/The Monday Show. Carter just finished her November stickers. We're way ahead of the game here.
Yeah.
So if you're on that level, you'll get stickers in the mail every month. Collect them all. All right. Well, unless
Collect
you're just
them
joining
all.
and then you're just going to get them from here forward.
Collect
but still,
one.
Collect that one and all future ones.
Yep.
You get a pre-show bonus every week. We do that. And like Carter said, there's always streams and other stuff. So check it out over at patreon.com/The Monday Show. For all other needs and inquiries, you can find them at frogpants.com/Monday. And if you're wondering where all these texts came from today, 801-471-0462. Easy number to remember. Put it in your phone. Send us a text whenever you feel like it. If you leave us a voicemail there, that works too. And don't worry, somebody's not going to accidentally pick it up. It's not that kind of line. It's not like, oh, I hope they don't answer. Nobody ever answers. It goes straight to voicemail.
It's a voicemail line.
It's a voicemail line specifically for being a voicemail
We
line.
will not answer.
That's right. Don't expect an answer because we ain't giving it. That's going to do it for us. Is that all we have?
I think that's it.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll be back next week with another Monday show. Wish us luck.
Bye.
Bye.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
We did it.
Yay.